What's going on, guys? Back onto the build. Maddie's here. This is actually his car. Vicky's in the cut as usual, and now we're prepping the engine bay, so you guys will see this video right after we post the one where we drop the motor. So I'm gonna guide Maddie into understanding what we're taking off and what we're keeping, and yeah, enjoy. All right, Matt. So this is Maddie's car once again, and we are building this car for him to daily drive in the street with a K. What did you say you wanted to? What was important about this car? That you keep it OEM style?
Keep it stock, can't sell it.
That's
Gotta
it.
keep it looking original.
That's it. So only thing we're basically doing is changing over the suspension, upgrading suspension, and just doing it and putting a K swap. But nothing else is changing. We're not putting carbon hood. We're not doing none of that.
Nope. Keep it all original.
Awesome.
Enjoy it.
Awesome. Any backstory on this car? People are interested in it, man. People like it a lot. Is it ever? Are you the second owner, third owner? What?
Probably the third owner. The girl bought it off of her boss, who had it since new. He garaged it his whole life.
Mm-hmm.
She bought the car, garaged it, never drove it much. Went away to the Navy, I believe, and
then that's how you obtained the car, right?
She knew my brother, so she knew all that, and she said, yo, she wanted to be a part of it. She's like, all right, sell you the car. Just don't sell it, keep it looking good, and get it out there.
That's what's up. We're gonna do that. You know what's crazy about this car? So your brother passed away May 22nd, 2009.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost May 22nd,
yep.
2019.
10 years ready.
So it's like 10
Later,
year, like
ready.
It's like an anniversary. We're definitely gonna go visit him with the car. We'll go to his gravesite, and he's gonna enjoy it. So yeah, I can't wait to kick ass. Let's do it. All right, so Matt, we unbolted a few things just to make editing easier. So Matt's gonna rip off the power steering fluid and power steering lines. We disconnected it from the rack, drained it into there. So we're not using any power steering on this swap. So what we're gonna do, we unbolted it for it to come out all together in one piece. All right, that guy's out of here. You can place that somewhere under your parts table. But the whole concept about what we're doing in the engine bay is we're not doing a wire tuck, so we're still keeping the OEM look, but we're getting rid of certain things that we're never going to use. So this clutch line is going to end up getting out of the way. We removed the AC lines. You can actually take off the fan, the clutch fan for the air conditioner. This should be all out of the way, right? And then you got that one harness. Sweet. Perfect. Take your time. Then there, that's the plug for the condenser. That's the plug for the compressor. Okay, sweet. Perfect. So now that's out of there. We're gonna clean some of that up under here. We're gonna remove those AC lines, which are right there. Sorry about the lighting. I believe, so there's going to be a 10 mil that holds it, I believe, on that end, and then there's just some clips. But I don't think we'll bore you with that. Well, there goes one line. We're going to have to bend it or snake it out, but we're going to be careful with the engine bay. Also, another important thing is we're actually not going to be spraying any kind of concentrated, degreaser or anything of that sort. We're not using any purple power or what the hell else do they use? Simple green. We're not going to do that because we don't want to fade the paint. The clear is gone already on this car. It's a 1995. So all we're going to use is soap and water. Soap and water. We're just going to clean it up because we're afraid of starting to eat away at the paint. Yeah. So prepping the engine bay now. Maddie's doing a good job getting rid of the AC. Somebody's gonna end up asking me to buy that whole kit. Everything is here. Everything's intact, bolted up. There's a few more things that we should do up here. See if you can lift up that box right there. I believe that's some kind of emissions box. I'll get you a cutter. Here, but you can cut this vacuum line because we're gonna end up eliminating this line. This is like the evap system for the fuel system, but we don't need it. You can pull that to the left. I want to keep that bracket there. I like the way it looks. It's real clean. Yeah. Awesome. That's out of the way. So we're prepping that. Just throw it under the table or something. And then yeah. So we're changing the rack. And get this. You can actually lift this guy up. So grab yep, with the 10 mils. You know what? I'm starting to like the Milwaukee now.
I got all Milwaukee stuff.
There's one more right here.
I like it.
Yeah. I mean, the snap-on one is nice, but you feel how much heavier it is? I don't remember if there's one more screw on the bottom. Could be wrong. Oh no, there is. There isn't. So see if you can snake that out. Oh, you know what? I'm wrong. There's a bracket that holds it. Oh, okay. I thought it wasn't gonna make it out. Sweet. All right. I can throw this 10 in there because that one's all rusted up. But yeah, we're going, man. We're grooving. All right, guys. So we basically stripped it as much as we could of everything we don't need. We got rid of the clutch line. You just simply take it off from the union that's right here. And then Maddie went inside and took out the clutch pump with the 212s and the pin that holds it. Took off the tow hooks because we're using a traction bar. Zoom in there. You guys know how to take those off. They're 14s. They're actually right there. And that's it. I think we're pretty much done for today. Well, for right now. Because the next thing to do is to wash the actual engine bay. Wash under the hood. Make everything nice and clean, nice and neat. And then we'll drop the actual subframe because we have a manual one that's back there, and we're going to just end up using a manual subframe with a manual rack. So we don't have to deal with that messy lines, and you know, you get a little squiggly after like 80 miles an hour. It's pretty scary. So we're just doing everything correctly. And did you get front lower control arms?
They're in the mail, supposedly.
Oh, okay, in the mail. I got you. I know what that means. Trust me, I know it. But yeah, we're pretty much done right now for this clip. We'll add some more content tomorrow. Alright, Matt, so you got a surprise here from Vane Stands in California. They sent this directly to you for your build. This is a gift from them. Open it up, buddy. This is not staged. We didn't tell them what was inside, nothing. So Maddie's going to see it before everybody here right now.
Oh shit.
There it is, kid.
That was awesome.
They sent you a little dedication for your brother that passed away, man.
That's awesome.
Thank you,
That
Vane
long
Stands,
stand.
man. Thank you, man. He's got his own engine stand that he could swap out his motor whenever he wants. And
You're gonna make me go 350 horsepower now. That's something on the side.
oh man, thank you so much to Vane Stands, man. Awesome, awesome company. Gave my boy a nice dedication, man. God rest his soul, Gagan. Brothers, here he is.
May God bless the soul of your boy G Money that's been resting in peace, watching over us every day. Super happy to dedicate this stand to you guys, building in his memory. Always love Aki. So,
Chris.
something at you soon, Chris.
Nice. My
Thank
man.
you, Chris. Much appreciated, man.
Thank you, bro.
It's
Appreciate
awesome.
you.